What's up, people? This is Andy, and this is the Fresno State Coronavirus Dynasty. I apologize for missing yesterday. I got really bogged down with work, and I also have a story of as another thing that took up like an hour of my day that I think I'll tell in the podcast, so you guys can stick around for that one. You can listen to the podcast and hear what happened. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of funny. So, as I was telling Coach Bob here, last game against Tulsa, we did pretty well on offense, but I got sacked a bunch. I got sacked 8 times between Derek Carr and Uncle Rico. I took 8 sacks. So, I changed up not only my plays a little bit, which really didn't have anything to do with the sacks, but I changed up my audibles so that if I come out with 4 wide and they come out stacking the box and look like they may blitz, I have some audibles in there that should be able to help me with that. Some things where one's a receiver screen, one is just a quick hitting pass play where a guy runs out to the sideline really quick, and another one, smoke HB swing, looks really fun. The running back runs a swing pass, and then there's a slot receiver running a simple kind of quick drag. So hopefully those things will help me out, and I won't have to. Basically, where I was getting myself into trouble was when I called 4 wide, they were blitzing heavily, and usually they're showing blitz, and that's the thing. If they're okay, so to complete my thought is, in those situations where I come out with 4 wide and they come out with like a 3-4 or 4-3 and it looks like they're going to blitz, I can change to that quicker hitting play to where I don't need to sit and wait for protection. Obsidian, what's up, man? Expending on. Yes, that's right, man. You're in the right place. How's your Saturday going, Obsidian? Good to see you, man. Welcome. So the other thing I was going to say is that blitzing, when the CPU blitzes with 4-3, that's easier to recognize. The other thing too is when they blitz out of nickel or dime, it's a little harder to recognize, but it also is slower to get to the rush is slower to get to me. So in those situations, I actually can read the blitz and probably stick with my play, even if it's a more ambitious trying to pass downfield play. I can probably create enough time to throw by either scrambling or throwing it more quickly, because the rush simply takes longer to get there when it's against when they're blitzing out of nickel or dime pass formations. So today we have San Diego State. This is where we're going to try this stuff. This is Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. It's still a thing at this point in time. So we're going to get to it. And also, I guess we could check our recruits. We haven't done much. Oh, Coach Bop, also, did you hear me saying that I started recording the historic recruiting info? I went through and I recorded all the scouting info for the first class. I haven't gone through and can put their ratings next to it, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Something I noticed is, I know I've been talking crap about in-season recruits and how they're not as good. Now, my thinking was they're not as good in such that a recruit with basically an in-season and out-of-season recruit with the same exact scouted attributes, the in-season guy would be worse. I'm starting to think that's not the case. What I'm starting to think the case is that the in-season guys simply don't have as good of measurables. Like you're not going to see guys in-season running 4.19s or 4.18s, which is like the highest, or 4.16 might be the highest you'll ever see. You're just not going to see that. I think you're not going to see that, and I think that's why why they're not as good. So and you know, it's possible that their potential and stuff. Now this is one thing you do see, the potential is usually not as good on in-season, so that's true. But I think I'm starting to think there's not a difference. I'm starting to think the difference is only the attributes themselves, and that they just don't happen to be as good. So now that still doesn't, you know, that because of that, I'm still probably going to lean toward out of season and try to not record in-season as much, or record recruit. But I thought that was interesting. Other thing I was going to say is Tito, Ben Jacobs, Michael Bennett, Devin Wiley were all in season. And who else? There was someone else. Well, we had a couple of guards that were in season. One of them, I think, got cut. Who else, actually? I can look real quick. Let me just bring it up. It'll take 5 seconds. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Tito was in season. Ebon was in season. Yeah, Bennett, Devin Wiley were both in season. A couple of guards were in season. One of them, I don't know if Aaron Sanders, I might have renamed him. I'm not sure. Scott Wolf, the center, he was pretty good, and he was a 2-star. Out of season, though. Kenneth Ellerby was a 2-star. And I guess that's it. Yeah, anyway, I thought that was interesting. So, pretty much. But the other thing too, though, it makes me want to scout everybody. It really does. I think once we get out of our sanctions, I'm just gonna want to scout everyone. And fortunately, it's only 3 points, and also the fact that we're gonna go for lower rated guys anyways, I think it's gonna be a lot more fun. So I'm basically gonna want to scout everyone. You actually can't. I don't think you can scout at all. And also, when you get to recruiting at the end of the season, I still don't think you can. I can check though. I can see because I wrote down all their stats. So let me look real quick here. Yeah, you know what? You get something. Maybe you scout them during the season because I actually have scouting numbers for Wiley and Bennett and Tito. Those guys and the guard and one of the guards. So I think you might get it randomly. Yeah, okay, yeah. And sometimes you don't get it at all. Like I had a couple of guys on there that didn't have any scouting. Oh, I need to sneeze. Sorry guys, one sec. Just take a few seconds. Maybe it's gone. I'll let you know. Anyways, let's get to this game. I'm excited. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate that you're in here hanging out, checking out the action. What's our next game? Washington. Oh, that's gonna be good. Washington it's always an exciting one because we had that game, the first game against them. I think. Why does it keep putting me on 3-3-5? My base defense is not set to that. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll go with the alternates. I like the all whites. And that is Prof 2. All right. It is progress week. Yep. Devontae, 5 touchdowns in 2 games. Yes, mobile crew unite.
Hi everybody, Brad Nessler along with my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso.
Wonder Soul, what's up, man?
No
How's it going? I meant to check and see if anybody else is streaming right now. Any of the other, I can't talk right now. Any of the other NCAA crew. I saw new Jackie Daytona came out. I haven't watched it yet though. You guys should, if you guys feel apt to, Wonder Soul is doing. Dude, let's go. I agree. He's doing a pretty fun. Is it race for the Heisman? It's race for the Heisman, right? Jackie Daytona on Alabama.
I'm going to have to agree with you right here. The Bulldogs are going to win this game.
Okay, let's send it down to our head referee for today's game for the coin toss.
Really? Oh man. Yeah, race for the Heisman, which is pretty fun, where you create a player, and the journey kind of centers around them. You know, their stardom. God, 28-mile-an-hour winds, and trying to get the Heisman Trophy. Well, I'll still watch it. Yeah, we're moving up. I think we started out as number 7 or 9. We can do let's do a quick scout on San Diego State. They're not as high. Let's see. QB can't move that great. He throws pretty good. Running back, 85, 86 speed. Kind of a power guy. Break tackle 90. Where's the dot though? It's not here. Actually looks like they're tight end. Ooh, we're climbing the ranks. This is Natty or Bust year. This is Derek Carr's senior year. We're an A+. Like we have an excellent team. This is really the Natty or Bust year. It really is. I mean, also if we don't make the Natty, it'll be okay. So receiver, they actually have a decent receiving core. Tight end, that guy looks pretty good. Wait a minute, speed 80. Yeah, okay. Their tight end looks like a beast actually. Oh, and he can catch. Man, our guy can't catch. It's funny. Hayden is rated higher. He can't catch. He catches 70. So bizarre. O-line. O-line's actually not bad. It's actually a pretty good O-line. No real big mismatches. I mean, left tackle a little bit on our DNs because our DNs are so good. Defensive ends, they're not starting their 2 best guys. They're decent. D-tackle's decent. Linebacker's decent. I mean, for being like a B or whatever these guys are pretty good. Even that's not bad. Strong safety, 84 speed. Kickers and punters are not good. This guy's kick power is 87, so he could probably only make it from about 64. You know, if they're good at catching, that's one thing. If they're just rated really highly, it's not as useful. Because like my tight end, he's a 95. He's not good. He's a bit of a threat if he can catch the ball in space. Like his catch is not good, his carry's not that good. A little bit of break tackle. I mean, if he gets the ball in space, he's okay. Jay Nickel, what's up, dude? We're getting some peeps in now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. We're down in Jay Nickel's hood right now. Jay Nickel, he abandoned us. He no longer lives in hot, dry, dusty Central California. He moved to the friendlier confines of San Diego County.
And this one's a short kick.
So I don't know how I feel about that.
Fields it at the 13.
No. Okay, let's get this guy. Okay, here we go.
Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have.
All right, let's just come out and cover one. I always like to start with this, even though it's generally worse. Sometimes it works. You never know. Sometimes you can get like a surprise interception. Let's get him over. Okay, I'm on this impact guy. I normally don't take a linebacker like this. Okay. Oh, he tried to pick it. I just dropped it, I guess. Not really sure what happened there. It kind of hits air. It doesn't really do anything. That's weird. Yeah, welcome, guys. College football Saturday. How nice.
They line up at the 46.
It's also MLB Saturday. Baseball started. Pretty exciting. Dodgers are looking good. Oh, I got stuck. Yes. Who got there? Oh, Kenny James. Or Lenny James. Kenny James. Third down. Okay, we can try the cover 4. Yeah, no, I was saying that the other day. Like, it kind of sucks. You just moved down there and it's a super nice place. But let me try to concentrate here. Get over there. Oh, my gosh. Taken out by the running back. Oh, good. Dude, that was frustrating. Hey, look, I deck this guy, and then I just get erased by the running back. He takes me out. I'm like, dude, that's so much crap. But also, I talk about this all the time. Rushing manually is not nearly as effective if you don't blitz one guy. Because when it's 5 blocking 4, or in this case, I think it's 6 blocking 4, it's going to be really hard to get to the QB. Look at this. He just stands there. Washington, dude, get around the guy. It's okay. We got him to punt.
4th and long. Looks like they're going to punt it away here.
39-yard line.
Yeah, you still have nicer weather down there, though.
Smith awaits the snap. He gets it off.
Okay, this is probably a fair catch. Yeah. Something I notice, man, whenever I go out and drive, which is not every day because I work from home now, my eyes are so dry. So check this out, Coach Bob. You might like this. This formation now has. I thought it had QB slot option. I'm mistaken. Let's do bread and butter number 3. This may not be my final. Other stadium's rocking. What is going on? What's going on in San Diego? I don't understand. Devontae, look at that. This is not a throw you do probably with any other QB receiver combination. Like this is zone. You don't throw that with anybody, literally. Otherwise, it's a pick. So let's go to this. Let's come out in slot whips, and let's just look into. Okay, they're coming out in looks like a nickel. We'll do a little cheateroo here. It looks like they're in zone, so we're going to want to go to Robbie here. Oh no, I waited too long. Man, it's tough.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
I have no idea. No, it's not even close. They have a bigger stadium.
That'll make it 2nd down.
I don't know.
2nd down and 10.
No, I have no idea, man.
36-yard line.
Cars in the zone. Kind of want to still hand it off. We'll just see, though. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's bring up. I can't move him up. Oh, it's the wrong P. Reed play. Okay. Oh, no. Well, let's just go to him anyways. Juke him. Oh, I tricked him to juke him.
He's taken down at the 40. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, their stadium does hold like 70,000 people. The CT912. I did see you subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch. I appreciate it, man. Welcome. Welcome. Smoke. Let's try this.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 40-yard line.
I know, right? Okay, this is man. Okay, you know what? No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna block Robbie. We'll either go Harper or Devontae.
Back to pass.
Oh, yes. Spin him. Oh, it almost got that.
Brought down in the open field.
So off the back foot, pretty good throw. I probably should have gone to burst there, or pardon me, Harper. Yeah, Harper was super open. But also off the back foot, I don't know if that in. Yeah, I know. So could I have thrown it earlier? I probably could have. Yeah, like that's kind of tough. That's close because you want to throw it at the break, which is right there. So I'm not really. I really can't throw it any earlier. So I don't know if off the back foot, if that corner is as good. And also, let's see, did I have... I mean, I already did what I said I wasn't going to do. I should have let Robbie go and just swung it out to him. I should have done that. Let's go split end drive.
It's first down.
So we have some different plays in this playbook. It's kind of fun. I'm excited. Even though it's the same formations, it's some different plays.
He looks to throw.
Oh, no. Darn it.
Throw it in a hurry. He's brought down at the 43-yard line.
Man, that's rough. Okay, it's -7. Don't care for that, Eddie. Okay. Let's have a go. Let's get, where's the 3 receivers on the side? Let's go over here. Flanker special. I don't know if I'm going to end up calling this. So they're in nickel. See, I could change this to a screen. No, you know, let's stick with this. Let's stick with this. If it's zone, we'll go burst. Probably Dudley if it's man. Okay, I'll try to hit Dudley here. Okay, that's pretty nice. No, he dropped it. Come on, Dudley. What's your deal? That's frustrating.
That's right. The only reason
Is it really? So I didn't. Yeah, I didn't look. I guess I shouldn't be. And that, you know what? That's another reason to not rely on him as a blocker and to not call those plays. Let's go double cross. Oh, I was thinking more mesh. You're thinking mesh. I'm thinking this one because I can hit Devontae. Now here, Rouse serves no purpose, so I'm still going to block him. He serves no purpose receiving on this particular play. So we're hoping for zone so we can hit Devontae. That's man. Oh my gosh. What happened here? So we just got swam on the left tackle, like instant swim. So that's a tough one. I was going to Harper. He was the read. So that's what, 2 sacks already? 3 sacks? I don't know. I know crowd is walking. I mean, could I have worked the pocket better? I mean, if I stand up, this dot man's coming in, so I probably need to run the ball more, to be honest.
He gets it away.
And that's fine. You know, I'm not gonna force things that aren't there. If I need to run it, I'll do that.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 36.
I don't know what. I don't think they're ranked or anything.
The defense sets up
this. Oh goodness. No. Oh no. Okay. Oh yes. Here we go. Travis Brown. Let's go. Move it out. Move it out, Travis Brown. Yes.
He's all the way.
Sick.
And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad on all, but when you add
let him know. Travis Brown, he is more electric than Ben Jacobs, I argue. He really does. He's got wheels. He makes plays. Oh, he shed that sack. I didn't see what happened. My eyes were downfield the whole time. Also pretty nice there by, I believe that's Rogers, 38, with the bat down. Yeah, he can move. Oh, that's exciting.
So they're ready
Oh
for
yeah,
the
that's good
extra point.
stuff. Yeah, and see the CT912. I appreciate the kind words, man. I'm glad you like the videos.
And he adds the extra point. A lot of game left.
I think this the video series it's accomplishing the objectives. My main objective actually is just to display everything that 07 has to offer, all the different ways you can play, different strategies, running all of the, basically running different types of plays, because, and this is not really a response to anyone at all, like necessarily, but a lot of NCAA action is just like speed option, curl flats, chugging it deep when their safety comes up, stuff like that. There's more to the game. I think there's a lot more fun to be had than just doing that stuff. So I'm enjoying putting on a show with that kind of thing. Nice. Slow the boom. Yeah, we're all moved in, J. Nickel. Thanks for asking.
Let me tell you,
Basically, my office is still cluttered. I know it's super windy. It's bizarre. My office is still cluttered, but that's about the last thing that's cluttered. We don't have much more to put away. I went to Home Depot today to get car wash stuff. Okay, maybe not. Oh no, to get car wash stuff, and I was also thinking about. I mean, actually, I like their uniforms. I like the trim. I like the pants trim. That chain, they have pretty cool uniforms. You know, in the early, like I think 2004 was my first NCAA. I think I used San Diego State sometimes just because I like the uniforms. 3rd and 7. So let's do this. Let's send a little heat and manual rush again. Where is Dog Gold? There it is. Yeah, but I was gonna buy an edger as well, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of different brands and stuff, and I think I just want to get an electric one. Oh my gosh! Oh, get there. Okay, that could have been a tip too. Triple J, what's up, man? Yeah, they're nice. They look good. I mean, I'm envious of a couple things. Their uniforms are pretty cool. I actually kind of like the serif font that they use. It's just kind of classic looking. It's like a little bit dated, but kind of in a good way. Oh, 1 second, guys.
Green fields it at the 38.
All right, my bad, guys. So it happens that. So one thing, app that you'd ask about unpacking, J Nickel, I can't find I'm not sure where the printer cable is. It's somewhere, just not quite sure where it is. It's the same cable that the Xbox uses. So my wife can't print anything out right now. So let's see if this operates about the same as the QB slot.
Out to the right. Johnson with a takedown at the 45-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back.
Lots of peeps in today. Good to see everybody. It's excellent. Most excellent. PA reads. Let's call this. We might audible to. Let's see. 4-3. This could be somewhere I could audible to the receiver screen. Let's just stick with it though. Okay, everybody came in. Here we go.
The stop at the 47. And he
Yeah.
a big one on this defense.
Yeah, I don't know where that thing is. See there, that's funny, right? So yeah, so now I just have to move the cable. I mean, until I find the cable, I'll find it. Let's try scissors in. This has a swing pass. Okay, they come out in the 4-3 offset. So if they blitz, I'll want to go Rouse here. I just have to read these linebackers. So I might even look at Rouse and Hayden. Yeah, there we go. A little speed to get to the edge. Not bad. Now, could I have better options? Hayden actually looked kind of open. What is this? Oh, he peeled off because I passed it. Okay, I was about to say, that dude is super open. Dudley was running free.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
It's 2nd down. The Bulldogs come out in the shotgun. Carr, options right.
There we go. We didn't want to get hit by dot guy. 3rd and 1, so let's go to Old Faithful. Now these both, see, this is what's confusing. These both have P read flow. I think this is the one I want. I'm actually not sure. It's a question of which one can Harper move into the slot. Okay, it is this one. Oh no. Okay, we got there. Oh, we didn't. See, we have full momentum. I'm actually going to punt here, and I know that's not going to be a popular decision. Okay, let's let him get a flag, actually. Let's do that. No flag, no flag. Yep, there we go. We got the flag.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
No, not with all the momentum. Yes, I would have tried for offsides. So let's check out some of the other plays we have in this formation, because we do have some newer things. Middle dig, post drag. Let's run a middle dig. And we're in a super dime. I'm good with this. If it's zone, I can hit Devontae. Otherwise, maybe Harper coming across. Harper or even bursts. Dudley will probably make Burst's route not as useful, though. So let's do this. That's pretty good. We'll take it. So was Burst open? I mean, he actually was. He's deep enough. So I'll have to keep that in mind. He does seem to get deep enough. Basically, you want him to clear these linebackers right here.
Well, they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely,
I like
absolutely.
plays like these. As long as you're moving forward.
Oh
not
yeah,
back,
and I've been doing that, and
you're
it's
doing
I have a
good.
pretty high success rate. So here, let's try a flanker screen.
Fresno State has done a great job.
So pretty optimal here. They come out stacking the box. We can probably hit Dudley. Okay, they do send Dotman out there. Let's send Robbie.
He throws the
Oh no.
screen.
Oh man.
Can't hang on to it.
Wow, so nobody wanted to block that guy, huh? He came right in. He must have been on Dudley. That must have been his man.
Was the intended target, so that'll make it
Thank
third
you,
down.
Obsidian. Yeah, pretty close here. Okay, 3rd and 5. Yeah, you dropped it, bro. It's okay. That wasn't going anywhere. It's probably a loss if he catches it. So look at this screen. There's a different kind of wrinkle here. That WR screen I thought was pretty interesting. Wait a minute. Is that a stack formation? Hold on. We got to call this.
It's third down.
Are they stacked? They're stacked. Look at this. I feel like I have to run this just on principle right now. I had no idea it was like that. Okay, we're going to block Hayden. Okay. Is this going to work?
Goes off balance.
Oh, no. Ah! Nope.
And he's
A
hammered.
little bit slow developing there.
Receiver did come down.
So I guess I needed to throw it earlier because, look, they block right away. Normally you want to wait a little longer on screens. I should have gone right away, though, because by the time he got it, they're already breaking the blocks. Robbie ran free. No, not exactly, though. Okay, well, that's good to know. Oh, yeah, good call. We'll just call, let's see. Let's call inside high-low.
Fourth down. And the
So here I have to keep in mind, if they jump off sides, I can't snap it because I think it's a leg lift situation. So he has to jump all the way off sides and touch my guy. No, I'm not. Okay, there we go. Look at
I
that.
think a lineman moved first.
The thing I was saying is, like, a lot of times you can have them jump
Lends them a hand.
and then snap it while they're off sides. But in this case, you can't really do that because he has to lift his leg, so he's not going to snap it. By the time you snap it, they'll be back on sides again. Okay, so they're blitzing here. I know it's a fool's errand a little bit, but we're going to block Robbie. We're going to pinch the line. We're going to try to hit Devontae here.
First down. Look at the throw. Looking across
Look at
the
that.
middle.
Get in! Dude, I was about to say, could he run any more parallel to the goal line?
Outstanding play to the wide receiver, and he took it the distance.
It's almost if the receiver told him,
Very smooth. That wasn't even a user catch.
I'll see you again.
I just let him have at it.
Yo.
Pretty good blocking. Oh, they had all those spies. They didn't even rush that many guys. They made me wait on it. See, did I have any better reads on that play? Not really. I mean, Dudley on the hitch, which I'm not a huge fan of.
So the kicker
Good
lines
start
up
to the
for
game here.
PAT.
So we didn't gain much momentum. That's kind of funny. We didn't gain much momentum for that touchdown. We're almost already at full. Oh, no. Okay.
And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score: Fresno State 14, San Diego State.
And look at that. And we flip field
Fresno State
for
is
actually
lining up to kick this
tick
one
that
off.
up a bit.
Excellent kick.
Perfect timing. Wow. I tipped that up and it still was hitting the back of the end zone.
O'Brien fields
I have to
in the
tip it
end
up a bit
zone.
more.
The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense.
Oh, I got momentum for the touchback. Do you see that? What's that about? Is it because he stepped out of the back? I got full momentum for that. I gained like a whole point of momentum. I saw that. Dude, I'm enjoying the Jets collapse almost as much as anything good that could happen to Miami, man. The Jets are such a joke. Is this a pitch left? I feel like they always run a pitch in these formations. You know?
Cabral.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Cabral.
Oh, wow, he dropped it.
He should have had that one, guys.
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
Don't you think, Coach?
I mean, Jamal Adams is super good.
Reminded of that on the
And that's
sideline.
honestly a failure of coaching and failure of front office.
10 yards to go.
If you have to trade a guy like that, that just raises so many questions. Or are the Jets really in that much a rebuild mode?
Up the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, let's take Alfred. We're playing deep.
Setting up the play action. Lets it fly.
Okay, oh gosh.
And it's caught.
Oh no! Get off!
At the point. He jukes.
Goodness, look at this guy.
And he's tackled.
Is this their tight end? He was really good.
A big
Another dot
release
guys
here,
out there.
guys.
Here's something interesting. Did you know
I don't know why they did that,
the
man.
same as the one before? They call the same play twice.
Wayne, I'll tell you what,
I
this is a
don't-
case of where the offense is beginning to
Like
feel
nobody
very
thought that was a good idea. That's a baffler.
Here's
That's
a
like
look
an
at the
all-time
offensive
baffler.
Production statistics brought to you by Coke.
Let's see. Let's take this guy. Try to rush.
San Diego State comes out in the shotgun.
Late jump, man.
And
Ah,
he
darn it.
laterals it. Gets
Oh.
the tackler.
Okay, he went out. Did he get it
Gain of
first?
9
Okay, no
yards
drums.
on the
I don't think he did. So with little blitz. Little blitz. Let's flip it. Little blitz. Is that
It's
rushing, I
second
think?
down and 1 to go.
I packaged him in, yeah.
The Bulldogs
Oh, yeah.
line up in a nickel back.
Get off the block.
Brown
We got him.
tackles him at the 39-yard line.
No first. Okay, we got a chance actually just to stop him here. Let's do this. Let's get a little aggressive. We'll go fire green. I feel like we're manning up really well on these guys, so I'm not too afraid of manning up.
Drops back. He throws it.
Oh, yes.
Incomplete pass.
Very nice. I would like to get a little more pressure on the QB, but actually we did, and that's why he threw it so early probably. What are they doing? They're punting. We'll call a safe return.
So they're set
Yeah,
to
it's
punt this one away.
the Texans. I mean,
Barrett back
is the
deep to
Texans
return.
coaching that bad? I feel like it's not. Or is it? I know they're managing. Oh, dude, get up there. Oh man, they had some daylight.
Well, the offense
No, the Texans coaching is bad, huh? People pan it pretty well,
hoping to turn this drive into
pretty
another
regularly.
touchdown.
Slants. Let's have a look at this. I don't know. I'm just seeing if they want to come out. Okay, they're in 4-3.
15.
So Rouse. Okay, it didn't look like a swing pass on the. It's man.
Fresno State.
I
lines
don't
up in a
care for
shotgun
this.
set.
I don't know. I guess I could try to go Devontae.
Drops back on
Let's
first down.
zone. Okay, we'll go burst. I normally don't like to run this
He
scroll
snags
flats
it.
type of stuff, but that's okay.
Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be.
Slants, trips
Great arm
attack,
strength.
A cross. Why do I have this? I feel like the only reason I have this was for a gambler, clear out, stop, flood. Let's run flood, actually. That's kind of fun.
It's first and 10. Ball on the
We're stacking the
31-yard
box. I
line.
feel like flood should destroy this kind of play. Rouse. We'll let Rouse go if it's zone. Like if they don't blitz, Rouse is actually a good read. Okay, they do blitz. We'll still go Rouse.
He throws.
Oh man, not a good spin. So did I have anybody over here? Not really. Not throwing it that early. I need things to develop more. Like here, burst looks pretty good.
They couldn't get much out of that one.
I love how
Yeah,
that
questionable
defense just
trades.
swarmed the ball the second it was thrown.
But the Texans doing stuff like that should surprise no one. Let's get this QB choice.
Second down.
Ball on the 33-yard
So
line.
Devontae on a post. So here, okay, it's man.
Carr with 4 wide
Can I just
receivers.
block Robbie? Looks like I was able to block Robbie. It's man, so I'm thinking I should be able to hit Burse or Harper if I get enough time to throw.
He's looking. Carr guns it.
Got position. That was nice. So I really thought this was man the way their guys moved up. Oh, it was. They just had some middle zone or looked like spies.
Fooled on that one.
Hey, that was a good job.
Well, I got fooled by their defense, but I had time and Harper made a play.
An aggressive defense like this.
You're right, Kirk. Those guys are swarming to where they think the ball is, then the ball is flying over their heads.
Let's see. We got options, man. What do we want to run? Middle dig, post drag. Let's run this.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
So Burst, this is an interesting hitch that he's running. I don't know if he'll get open.
The Bulldogs line up with 4 wide out. Looks.
Darn it.
He rolls out to the right.
Yeah, I really don't have anybody.
And he throws
I thought
it
I could have
away.
thrown a Burst, but I don't know. Hitches frighten me. They're pretty high percentage, but it's like you could also throw a pick. Okay, refill. There we go.
They line up at the 46.
Gosh,
Second
stacking the
down
box.
and
Okay,
10
so
to
let's go to smoke, halfback swing.
They come out with 4 wide out.
There it is. So we're looking for Rouse or Harper pretty much, or even Devontae.
Carr drops back to
Yep,
back.
Rouse. Man, it's mental, man. I hate throwing it when they're headed toward the sideline because it's going to go out of bounds. So that's my fault. Their skills. Not on that play. I appreciate it, though. Flanker screen. Let's call this. Let's just see.
Here's a 3rd and long situation.
Okay, so actually, let's change this to PA read flow.
Fresno State comes out in the shotgun.
Okay, they're all going to hear me, so that's good. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring Hayden up. We'll block him and Robbie. So we're pretty much waiting. We're going to Devontae. Oh, goodness.
He steps up.
Oh, no. It threw it. I didn't push throw.
And he's got him again.
What was that?
At the 35-yard line. So they go to
I
the
swear
air
I
and
didn't.
pick up yet
Did I?
another first down.
They've shown
That was weird, man. I didn't push. I swear I didn't push the throw button, unless I didn't mean to. Because I was trying to go farther to the right. I wasn't trying to throw it right there. Look at burst. Look at the movement. I can't believe I got the first there. That was crazy. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. No. That was a good catch. Yeah. It was. Harper's very smooth. He's a fun player. Scissors. We'll go scissors.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Okay, they're in this thing here.
35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go slot. Slot screen.
With
Where is
four
it?
receivers.
Should get over there quickly enough. It's looking kind of dicey though. There's a dot man over there. I don't know about this. We'll find out though.
Carr, back to pass.
No, that's bad.
And he's got
I guess I should have just thrown it away.
a 4-yard
So yeah, they all kind of went over there. So that's not exactly a good call necessarily against stacking the box. Let's go halfback out.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
It's kind of looking like man.
The defense is in the nickel.
Okay, I'm gonna block Hayden and I'm gonna block Robbie.
Drops back to pass. He's looking. Steps up. He lets it go.
Look at Devontae.
And it's caught. He's taken down.
And good
At
pass
the
blocking. I
17.
mean, that was pass
worked
blocking
pretty
did that
well.
one.
It's a good
Did that for
job
me.
here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
Smoke halfback, flanker curl. I'm not big on curls like that. What we got? What looks fun? In and ups. Let's run this so we can look for. I'm not sure I want to throw that in and up, but we can look for Hayden on the delay or burst coming across. So we'll let Hayden do his thing.
3 wideouts here. He's looking to pass. Looks.
Oh no.
This one out to the right.
Wow, I was hoping he could just kind of dart it down, but look how much he leads them. So that could have been a pick. Against a better defense, that's probably a pick.
What did you see there, guys?
The defense was in
I didn't
zone
care for
coverage.
that.
The offense did a good job
But
of
it turned out
protecting
well.
the quarterback, and he threw a nice ball to get the first down.
And the receiver ran a
Let's run
nice
PAQB
route
choice. I kind of want to
over
look to run
zone
here.
coverage.
It's a 4-3 though.
State trying to go up by
Let's
3
see. There's
scores.
shift. No shift. That guy's also in the zone.
3 wide receivers.
We'll see what he does. Okay. Oh no. No. I was trying to get away from that guy. That's why I cut back in.
Great tackle. The defender seemingly came
goodness.
out of nowhere and put a big hit on the ball.
Corners. Hey, let's run this. Let's run this.
They line it up at the 4-yard line.
Urban Meyer is following me now. Wow. That's quite an honor.
The Bulldog set up in the gun. Carr back to throw.
Ah, man.
Here they go.
You know, I was really wanting to go to Devontae right here. It was just a little too tight for my taste, and then I ran out of time. Adam Gase, and thank you to Urban Meyer for the follow. Quite an honor. Adam Gase was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, which is my favorite team. You probably knew that. Hey, Reed 13. I'm not sure what stuff works good and works well this close to the goal line. You know what? Actually, I'm even thinking slot whips. Yeah, I think it's slot whips.
From the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Well, thank you, man. That's very kind. I'm glad you found it too.
Changing things up.
Dude, yeah, Adam Gase he's a joke. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, it's Dante! No, that could have been a pick. I guess I didn't wait long enough. Yeah, I thought I waited long enough, but I also floated to the left. Man, I guess if I stay in the pocket, I have good enough. Yeah, see, if I stay in the pocket, I get him like right here, so that's my fault for floating over.
Just beat the ball to the receiver's hands on that play.
Yeah, that pretty much was. I was actually kind of, I figured this would work against zone because it's deeper. But let's see, if I stay here, yeah, that's tight. This guy's sacking me if I stay in the pocket, so there's not much I could have done there. So Adam Gase was the coach of the Dolphins, which is my favorite team, as I said. And he was basically a disaster. Like he showed a little bit of promise early on.
It's up.
And
And he's got it.
but
And now we're going to take a look at the
players
Pontiac
weren't
drop
caring
summary.
for him. He was kind of losing the locker room. He didn't have good communication with the players. He was getting rid of good players.
Is lined up.
So the Dolphins ended up firing him because the team was just very, oh, gosh darn it. I meant to, well, I will see what this does.
Short kickoff.
I stalled there because I meant to aim it up, and then, but I remembered it like mid, oh, there we go. I remembered it like mid click.
Coach gave his offense quite a speech
And
before he sent him out there.
he was a disaster. It was just, nothing went well, and he even actually, the team performance wasn't that bad, but part of the deal was he was at odds with the team ownership.
With 4 receivers.
I balked. I did balk.
Drops to throw. Looks.
Oh, come on, we got this.
With a bullet.
No, it didn't get me an animation because I was standing in place. Dang it.
He's gonna take
Oh,
touchdown.
frustrating. That's frustrating. Yep, so I'm stopping, and I try to run and get an animation, but it doesn't give it to me. Oh, that stinks.
Because he's the biggest home run threat they got.
So he was getting rid of good players. He was having bad communication with players. Try to block this. And so they ended up firing him. Then he actually got hired almost immediately by the New York Jets because they had fired their coach as well. And they hired the Jets hired him. And pretty much the entire collective world was like, why? Why would you do that? He was a disaster with Miami. And it actually it was a pretty good throw and catch. And let's run this. I want to run this formation. Let's run the stretch under. So we do have decent tight ends. We have 119 yards of offense. It's not that good. Block Robbie.
Set up in the gun.
Hayden coming across. So we have Dudley running a post against his zone. It's actually man. So let's go to Devontae. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Look at Hayden. So this is more congested. I was just looking at Devontae, but Hayden brought his guy over. So what happens here? Does he get jammed? Not really. Like, that route from Hayden just looked way different than I thought it would. I mean, doesn't it look shallow on here? Like, look. Stretch under. Does that look like he should be? How far downfield did he run? I mean, he ran 11 yards downfield. Look at this play. Stretch under. Does Y look like he's running 11 yards downfield? That made no sense. Middle zig in. Let's run that.
First down. 10 yards.
Sammy hands never look so good. Oh my gosh. Let's let Rouse go. If they blitz, I'll try to use Rouse as like a screen pass. Okay, it's actually man.
He passes it. It's complete. He's hit.
I know. I didn't intend for it to be that way.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you,
So
this thing is
Gase,
like
got hired by the Jets, and to literal no one's surprise at all, he has been a disaster. And in fact, they just. Oh, thank you. I'll run this play. I'm actually excited about this play because I can hit against man. I can hit I can hit R.
Come out in the shotgun. Carr back to throw. He's looking.
Darn it! Get rid of it. Oh my gosh, we'll call timeout. So we're just getting. My left tackle is getting beat up.
Their first timeout.
That stinks because they rushed 4. Oh man. 3rd and 14. So we still have a chance here. Devontae can make some magic happen. Let's go with not P. Reed. But I want to go with receiver middle and flip it.
From their own 49-yard line.
So yeah, Gase has been nothing short of a disaster. And today they just traded their best player, basically, Jamal Adams, a safety. Granted, safeties are not as important a position, but when you have an impact player on defense, you should probably find a way to use him, and they did not. Let's actually go to Devontae. Look at that, off the side foot. So let's see, we'll run hurry up here. So I still have 2 timeouts. Yeah, we can get this off here. Might even get burst to the sideline. Oh, no. Ah, dang it. I was really hoping, because he had a lot of space, I was hoping to run him out of bounds. He ended up doing this weird back spin junk. Dynasty Gaming, what's up? The mechanics were not on point. So if we're trying to get a touchdown, what do we need to do? I kind of want to run. I guess we need to run. We can run some sideline stuff here. So let's do double cross. I'm going to modify though. I'm going to flatten out the corner to an out with burst. So let's do that. Because also he could get open. And let's block Robbie. There we go. See, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's good the Dolphins got rid of him, but it's just such a mind-boggler as to why the Jets picked him up. Let's go middle dig. So here we have 2 timeouts left, right? Yeah, we have 1. Okay. So this kind of needs to go end zone then. So we're hoping we'll go to Devontae. And then if like Burst gets super open, he could get a running catch. So we're willing to do that as well. Okay, actually looks like man. So we're gonna hope for. Okay, let's just go to Harper actually. Yes. There we go. Welcome to Dynasty Gaming, though. Appreciate the triple clap. That was pretty good. Good pass blocking, too. I had plenty of time. So here, what I was kind of hoping was that. So okay, so something I should have seen pre-snap. Dudley's. Let's see, do I have all? I heard the chime. I don't like the chime. Windows and Windows chimes is never good. Dudley's route. So this is kind of what I was hoping for with Burst actually, but Dudley's route put a guy right here. I was hoping that maybe Burst could get loose running this way, and I could hit him on some run and catch. But it kind of got erased by Dudley's route, and it wasn't quite there anyway. His guy was on him pretty good. We got Harper. Harper's smooth, man. He's making good plays.
Here's the try for the
That was a good bailout. Yeah, he made a nice play. Like, I've thrown a couple of balls that could have been picked. I probably don't want to do that against a really good defense, like the stacked defenses, USC, Arizona State. Probably don't want to do that, but we'll try it there. We swing a bit more freely. A little bit of a Vlad Guerrero against teams like San Diego State. Yeah, so the Jets just traded their best player, and I don't know. I don't know how. I forgot to aim it up again. With Gase, at some point they probably had a choice between keeping their literal best player and getting rid of Adam Gase, because part of Jamal Adams' issue was that the communication with the coaches was so bad. Oh no. Okay, stay back. I accidentally committed, and I was trying to. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do some pre-snap stuff. So pretty good.
It's been a one-sided affair.
Hopefully we have at least 200 offense. I bet we have like 230.
San Diego State 7.
So let's inspect. 190. We want to do better than that. We haven't ran the ball that much. 5 for 19. So let's get Robbie the ball some more. Pretty good efficiency by Carr. 80% completion. We're spreading it out pretty nicely. Wow, Dudley. Dudley has 1 catch for 1 yard, man. Dudley's good. We need to get him the ball more.
San Diego State is set to kick this.
Yeah, he got traded to Seattle. Seattle sent a safety back to them, but there were also draft picks involved, and I think a first rounder or 2. 2.5 back. Let's go. Let's get to Robbie. Triple. I think we want to go this way. Triple QB option. Let's see if this works. I've had bad luck with these options where sometimes I just straight up can't hand the ball off. Okay, I might actually do a manual counter here. Yeah. Oh no, who hit him? I thought I had room. Oh, that's too bad. Ah, darn it. Because look, I have all kinds of room over here. I was about to run free. I mean, it just happened today. I wouldn't sweat it. Dynasty Gaming. Yeah, no worries, man. Let's do this. I still want to get Robbie the ball some more. My goodness. But their front, I mean, look at San Diego. They're pretty solid.
The Bulldogs line up with 3 wide.
Okay, that got moved. Devontae. No. Okay, that could have been a pick. Oh, did you see this guy? This dot guy went for the pick animation after Devontae already caught it. Like, look at this. It was way late. I guess I should have bulleted it more so it would have been less of a lead. Yeah, I probably led him too much by not bulleting it. Okay, Robbie's in the zone, so gosh darn it, we want to get him the freaking ball, man. QB slot, there we go. He did sneak it in there.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, it was just this morning.
Fresno State
Oh
lines
my
up with
gosh.
3 receivers.
Great jump. I thought by quick snapping it I could avoid that. Great jump.
Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1.
So let's do this. Let's go PA, read, flow. And then
They line up
we'll audible.
2. Second down.
Yeah, let's audible to the
11
halfback
yards to the
smoke.
sticks.
God, they're coming up with man.
On the gun.
Let's go smoke halfback. Okay, that's nice. So we're doing it. We're going early, even though we don't want to. Yep, see, that's better. Granted, it's, what, 3-yard gain. It wasn't that much of a gain. I didn't have any better options here either, really. Okay, actually, Burst was running a corner on that play. Where's smoke halfback? I think it's here. No, he's running it. No, not middle zig. Actually, let's do this middle zig. But I think he's running a corner.
They're down in 7.
Okay, it's man. It's man, so we're kind of looking for Burst here.
Lines up in a dime defense here. Carr drops back.
Yeah, let's go to him. Yes, and he held on.
He's taken down at the 40-yard line.
All my receivers are very reliable. Even the not as high rated guys, Harper and Burst, they're freaking good. Go 5 wide. Okay, who is McMillan, can I move someone else there? Tight end slot, halfback slot. This is pretty cool. Let's try this. We'll try it one time. I've got this formation in here almost exclusively so that I can run this this option. Okay, they have a dot man in the zone. Oh no, okay, I forgot. I'm not scrambling. That could have been bad. 6 for -40. I actually wouldn't mind getting him some more rushing yards. Smoke halfback. What else we got? Halfback angle, middle dig, post drag. Let's run post drag.
Here's the offensive production statistics.
Bursts on the post, not as. I'll try to shoot into Adams. Let's see if we get Devontae coming across. Yep. Time. No! Damn it! He stopped his route. Oh my gosh, he's going to be open. Look how open he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is such a freaking heartbreaker. Dang it. Look at that, man. Frustrating. Well, I got to keep that one in mind then.
Not a good throw there.
Not a good throw, yeah, right. Thank you, Coach Troop Street. Recently picked up 07. Yeah, I know. And I guess I'm aware of that on certain plays, but I hadn't run that one yet. But I mean, I'm glad it's happening against San Diego State. And that's one reason I don't mind slinging it around a bit more against San Diego State as opposed to other teams, because we're more likely to be ahead to where we can afford that kind of mistake.
Cabral lines up in the shotgun. He drops back.
Yeah, so good on getting the. Yes, look at that. Got us back. Rushing. No, what is this? He kicked the ball. Wait a minute.
They'll bring him down at the
And a flag. What's the flag? What a chaotic play. So I'm confused because if I accept it,
These are the calls
I mean,
that drive a coach crazy.
hold on, I can't. I'm a little upset because actually I kind of wanted to review it because I felt like Rushing was down before he fumbled. No, okay, he was not. Yeah, Ducks Dynasty. So they're super good in this game. That's fun, man. Talking about slider, CT912. Do you think it's too easy, too hard? I know, that was crazy. Because I'm like, okay, he picks it. This is awesome. And then he fumbles it. And I like the little boot kick here. Boom. He just gives it the little hacky sack. So I'm glad I declined. I'm glad I accepted the penalty because I would have lost if I declined that. That's true. No, I know, right? That's a good point. That's an excellent point. Yeah, so CT912, do you think things are a little too easy or are they too hard? Like, what do you think isn't right? Like, because I mean, those are the type of things sliders can control. Like, it's a passing game seem too hard? Like, defenders swarm to the ball too much, there aren't holes to throw it to, or I'd be curious about the specific thing, if there's anything specific that doesn't seem right, or if the game just generally seems too hard or too easy.
From their own 28-yard line. It's 2nd down and 7 to go.
Okay, we're going to try to rush here. Let's go, Washington.
Cabral.
Oh no. Oh, dude, no, what is this? And did you see Rushing just stand there? What was that about?
He's all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Look at this. So Rushing goes for the pick. It goes right through his hands. He's like, well, I fumbled it last time, so why bother? This guy catches it. Look at Rushing. He doesn't go for the tackle. He just stands there waiting for him for like a whole second. Watch. So it was right here. He's just standing there. He's passing game, yeah. So it's a little too hard. Like, is that what you're feeling, or too easy? Probably too hard, I'm guessing.
From the 25-yard line.
Because it's kind of easy to make things harder.
San Diego State comes to the line with 3 wide.
Come on.
He passes
Let's get a good angle here. Okay, good job, Green.
Brings him down.
Okay, so defense. So that's, I mean, I can show you the sliders I have, but I make everything harder. I don't think I have anything increased to make it easier. So regarding CPU passing game, I have accuracy up, pass blocking up, and everything else normal. And then on my defense, I actually have things made harder as well. So my sliders probably wouldn't help much. Yes, human defense, everything turned down. So are you on Heisman or All-American? Like, what difficulty are you on? Because let's see, I would probably knock down interceptions. Here's what I'd probably do: knock down CPU interceptions, knock it way down, and then just go ahead and sling it. Like so you said you just picked up NCA. Is it your like have you ever played NCAA before? Have you ever played Madden before? Like, what are you just learning how to play football games? Where are you on that? Because if you have experience playing football games, I would probably say just bump down interceptions and knockdowns, and just kind of just sling free. Just go ahead and pass it, and try to figure stuff out. Those codes will, I think it'll set if you type it in. I don't even know where you put it in, to be honest. Like, can you actually type it in somewhere? I don't know. Because I think what it does is you can put that code in and it'll auto set the sliders. So like that little hash code or whatever it is, that little code will set to these sliders automatically. I think that's what it does. It's a weird system. And actually, like I said, I don't even know where you'd input those. Like if I wanted to get somebody else's code, I don't even know where those would go. But yeah, I would say like if you're okay. I mean, I would probably turn interceptions and maybe knockdowns way down, and just sling it. Oh no, I overran it. Oh man, dude, the CPU got me there because I'll show you what I was doing. I was looking for that. I was trying to guard that guy, but I thought they were going to lead him more. What do you know? Once again, he cut off his route. Oh, yeah, you saw me try to catch that. It's like I see this guy come wide open, so I'm anticipating a throw would be like in this area, and he just comes up, he stops. Wow, so we're actually in kind of a dogfight here. Yeah, so I mean, if you just want to make it easier, you could turn down like CPU awareness. Oh, we got it! Yes. Did you see me get through there? I blew the guy. I knocked the guy over, and for once, I didn't get blocked by anybody. Nobody else swung over to pick me up. That's fun. Yeah. So if you just think you need more practice against the CPU and reading the defense, I would say just turn down interceptions and keep playing as you did, because I would say there's a good chance that probably you're getting picked off a lot. Is that happening? Especially on Heisman, I would say getting picked off a lot could be a thing. So you could just turn down interceptions and just keep swinging free until you kind of learn how to find the right holes in the zone.
Fresno State comes out in the shotgun, drops back on first down. He delivers.
Oh no, Devontae. Oh my gosh, these guys, they're forcing turnovers. Yeah, I haven't played too much 2K5. Actually, I played a lot of 2K3 or 2K2. I think it was 2K3. I played a lot of 2K3 NFL. I'd actually never made it to 2K4, 2K5. Okay, let's do this. We'll go with dog. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Zone. I guess we'll do this. I keep looking for the dime or just the linebacker blitzes, but I'm not finding it. Okay, we'll go Washington. We'll play back. We'll manual him in the middle.
On first down, and it's caught. He ran a good-looking route.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of trying to get at. I mean, if you're on Heisman, you clearly are down for a challenge. So I would maybe just turn down interceptions and keep doing what you're doing, and just have a little bit less fear of getting picked.
San Diego State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Cabral drops to throw.
Oh man, no! Alfred almost took a bad angle. Yeah, thanks for seeing. I mean, it is. We should be beating them by more, but they're making plays. I mean, it's a good one. It's a tight game. A little blitz action, one man up. Yeah, but you can get kind of shell shock passing by getting picked a lot. So that's why I think it's good to maybe turn down picks and oh my gosh, and try to just get better at reading the defenses.
The defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz,
there's also Oregon should have pretty good players. Like I'm thinking, you do have Dennis Dixon, you do have some receivers that are like 6'5" and pretty good, if I remember right.
Cabral has completed every pass this drive.
Come on, get outside! Dang it! I'm getting a phone call for the second, so just 1 second, guys. Yeah, you got it, man. And I might have more thoughts. 1 second.
it takes a lot of courage to play quarterback at the college level. And with that touchdown pass, this kid's showing how courageous and confident he really is.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. needs the extra point. And just over 2 minutes left here in the third. The score is Fresno State 24, San Diego State 20. San Diego State lines up for the kickoff.
Just got a call from my bro. He's going to come check out the new house. He hasn't been over here yet.
Number 1 takes it to 15.
Yeah, also pre-snap is pretty important with this game. And kind of knowing your route combinations. So if you're kind of knowing what, like one thing I do a lot is, I do need to move that. I do need that. Well, I need V-trigger first, Obsidian. I need V-trigger and at least 2 bars of VX meter for that. So something that's really big is your route combinations. So if you look at this deep cross up, like R, I'll just run this right now. Things like what did I even? I thought I ran deep cross up. Well, I'm audibling because I don't want to run this. Let's see. Let's run smoke HB. And of course, not everybody hears me. I might just have to take a penalty. Okay, he heard me. So different route combinations work better than others. So one thing you'll want to do a lot is read the defense as you snap it. Actually, okay, it's against the dot. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, he drug a foot. We'll run hurry up. Okay, we're in this dumb speed option again, though. Yeah, so reading stuff at the snap is pretty important. Okay, I'll just run it because we're in the zone. Yes. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, like posts are pretty good against the zone. And, like, ins and outs are good against man. Like that B route right there, that's good against man on RB crosses. So learning those route combinations helps a lot. Because it's not just reading the defense. Like, you can actually make a lot of reads before the receivers run downfield. Because a lot of it is, of course, it's important to read the receivers and see who's open, who's not. But, for example, Dudley, like if it's man, I'll be looking for Adams. If it's zone, I'll be looking for Dudley. Okay, it's zone, so I'm going to try to hit Dudley here. No, he guy's covered by that dot. So there's really nothing open, so I'm just going to hoof it out. Let's get out of bounds. Yeah, so here I saw it was zone, and I want to go Dudley, but then if you look, this dot man was faded back on him. So nothing was open there. So basically what my progression, so you kind of need some, it helps to have progressions. So it's like I know what beats man and what beats zone. So I know Devontae against man. I want Dudley against zone, so I snap it. Boom, I see him drop back. Okay, I can tell it's zone. So I go to Dudley, and then I just watch. I watch for him to break open. Because in general, he'll be open like 9 out of 10 times against zone. So I kind of just wait for him to get open. And then he breaks. I'm waiting for him to break. He breaks right there. So I look for, at his break, I see this guy coming up. So I'm like, well, I can't do that. So that play kind of got busted. Let's see, what's another play with like a good man zone combo? So here's one of the good man zone combo right here is a slot whips. So here, and actually it's a good down and distance too, 3rd and 2. So here Rouse is a good against, my running back is good against zone, and the wideouts Adams and Dudley are good against man. Now L and Y are also good against man if they have their guy way overmatched. So here it's just kind of a read man versus zone. Okay, it is zone, so I'm going to Rouse. He's open right there, and he's going to get it first. So it's also possible that other guys are open in zone. It's not a perfect thing. So here you can see actually, is this Harper? That's McMillan. Why isn't I wonder why, what's his name? Harper's not out there. But anyway, so he could have been kind of open, but just like that was my zone read. I drop back, I see it zone, so I just watch him to see if he gets open. So my reads aren't that complex. Like it's not like I look at one guy, then the next guy. I mean, the progression basically has to do with man versus zone. So let's try to hit Rob. Let's try to get Robbie the Rock here. Let's go with, I meant to hit QB slot.
First down, 10 yards
wrong
to
button
go.
again.
Ball on the 28.
So let's look at P read flow. Let's see. Okay, so they heard me. That's good. I'm going to try to just hand it off here. Robbie hasn't been getting nearly enough carries. There we go. Yes, Robbie with a chance.
And he shoved out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And that's their 3rd first down of the drive.
Great
yeah, I don't know I'm calling like wrong plays. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's go scissors in. This is a very deep post by Adams, so we'll see if Devontae gets loose. If it's a man, I could hit Dudley. Now here I'm going to let everybody run. Now this is another place where I need to just flare it out if they blitz. Okay, they really don't blitz. Ah, man, I want to go to Dudley so badly. I wanted to do it. Let's look, though. Was he open? See here? God dang, I wanted to go to him. But you know the dot man. I couldn't. Dot man is right there. So what else do we have? Like I could have gone to burst. I could have floated one up. There really wasn't anybody open there. So the red zone's very difficult to pass. It's super hard. I honestly need to just practice and find combinations. Look at this. Let's look at receiver unders, because I need some combinations of routes that work in the red zone, and it's just they're not really there.
From the gun.
It's very hard. Maybe Dudley here. I don't know.
Back to pass.
Yeah, let's look at Dudley. Let's shoot in there. Yeah, I mean that's just really dangerous. I mean technically he's open, kinda, but it gets it to be a very high traffic situation. So who's running the deeper one though? He actually looked more open. That is Burse. So let's have a look at that. Oh, he picked his guy. That actually would have been good. That would have been good. 3rd and 10. Yeah, honestly, don't even know what to do here. Like a tight end could be a good option here. Let's run this. Let's do this. RB cross. Let's run this. So I think I'm going to block actually Rouse and Waller. No, you know what? We're going to block Robbie. We'll let Waller go. I don't think he's going to hear me anyway. So I'm kind of looking at either Hayden or Devontae here. Goodness. Nope. Let's get rid of it. I mean, there's nobody open, man. There's nobody open. Waller, yeah. So here, this is actually probably where I went by 4. This is where curl flats actually probably would be a good play, because getting zone, that sideline stuff is really good, and that's one of the better shallow plays. So man, this has been a sneaky game. Also, I'm probably not playing quite as well as I would be because I'm trying to explain stuff, but honestly, I'm okay with that. Oh no, the wind. Okay, I barely made it. I forgot about the wind. Yeah, and I'm trying to hit guys more quickly, but Max Pro is probably better in that's going to be a longer down and distance. So which is very useful though, but that's probably where I need to be using Max Pro more.
Takes from the 10. So they beat this defense up through the air on their last drive. Let's see if they can replicate that performance.
Okay, no dog gold. It's just not a thing, right? Oh, there, dog 2. I need dog 3. Zone blitz, prevent. Oh goodness.
Here's the offensive.
Did I even get a play in?
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Cover 3. There we go. Okay, we'll play Darren Smith. We'll play middle. This is probably the hardest thing to do on defense, but it's too fun. And we like a challenge in the Fresno State Coronavirus Dynasty.
At the 28-yard line. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what,
thankfully not.
I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release.
I felt like it almost did me in. Okay, let's go with the blitz.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter. Man, oh man.
We've played 3, and we're locked in a tight one with a score. Fresno State 27, San Diego State 20.
You know, we can run this corner blitz. I don't know how effective this will be.
Ball on the 28.
So who gets out there? Rushing. We'll get rushing out there. We could even snipe one. We could get kind of alert going on. Yeah, they might be coming my way.
Set to go to the air. Throws it to the outside.
Dude, how many picks is rushing gonna drop?
He's asking to get picked off.
That was a close
yeah,
one,
you threw it right to him.
If no one's open, there's nothing wrong with tucking it in.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the blitz here, manual rush. Try to get to the QB.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
I want to move Barrett up.
The Aztecs and 5 receivers on this
Oh
play.
my gosh.
No,
he ran over right past him. So I'm curious, what did Barrett do? So this is really interesting here. I moved him down, and he actually just kind of strafed. He actually honored that zone. That's interesting, because I'm never sure if they're just going to run back to where they were supposed to be. Yeah, you may just have to get used to it again. CT 912. And also, there's no shame in dialing it down to All-American just to relearn the game.
Johnson brings him down at the 45. Sims picks up 2 yards with a carry.
Okay, let's blitz. So Travis Brown's in the zone. Let's send him in.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, so I'd say, yeah, it's like knowing the route combinations, knowing which routes beat man, which beat zone. So kind of reading at the snap. At least that's how I do it. You know, and I feel like it is, because pass protection is not that good. Let's actually run that again. I mean, they beat our zone last time, and because pass protection tends to not be that great on Heisman, it's good to make those pre-snap kind of reads, and the ones kind of at the snap as well. Oh my gosh, I got the great jump. Oh no, are you serious, man? Dude, what? He dropped it in there perfectly. What? Oh, and I did it a little late. Dude, that killed Belroy. It's turning into one. We were up big early. We were up 24-7 at half. Okay, let's go play in cover 3.
First and 10. Ball at 22.
We'll bring up Barrett on the cheat. We'll play up to help against the run. They haven't been running that much, though.
Cabral drops back on first down. Looks.
Okay, yes.
Someone got a hand on Gibbs.
Yeah, it is. It's a tight one, that good Belroy.
That'll make it second down.
Okay, let's go cover 1. They even have momentum right now.
10 yards to go.
I do not appreciate this.
The 8th play of this drive.
How? Dude. They said they had 2 wide. Like,
Aztecs come out in the shotgun.
they have 4 receivers out there. I mean, am I crazy?
Looks. Cabral.
Rushing, get... Oh, my gosh, dude. He dropped another pick. I got to get him out of there. Okay, it was 4-3, so I didn't have a choice. Okay, let's go regular cover 3. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Lamb. Ah, goodness. Actually, yeah, we'll go Barrett. We can cheat.
The Aztecs line up with 3 receivers.
Over here.
Looking.
Or he's coming at me. We got this. Oh, okay. I got scared because of that tip up. Dude, no. No, they've actually been playing really well. I mean, I usually talk when I play. It's just they have actually been sneakily making some plays. Okay, here we go.
It's up.
Oh, yeah, he might have missed. Oh, no. Because he's about as low rating as you can be for a kicker, he only just barely made it. Yeah, thank you. That could blow away. I knew they were going to that side of the field. I just had to, like, keep my composure and be patient.
Here's the kick.
Okay, let's go here. We got to get a game-sealing drive here. Actually, guys, will hold on 1 second. Actually, got to use the bathroom, guys. I'll be back in just a minute. That's funny. Dude, I know, man. This game sometimes. Yeah, it is. Actually, Max Pro would be good. One thing I'm going to try right now. Oh, another thing I thought of too, CT912. 07, compared to other NCAAs, there are a lot more interceptions in the game. So the DBs have stickier hands. So that is something to keep in mind compared to 06 and other ones. So we do have Max Pro. But here, actually, this is what I wanted to do here. I wanted to go double cross. Let's see, do I have time for this? I want to go double cross, and if they're in dime, I wanted to audible to Pierre Reed flow. Okay, they're not, so I'm actually going to run this.
Carr lines up in the shotgun.
Oh, man, I guess we'll go Robbie if they blitz. They do. Okay, that's good.
It's complete.
Wow, I could feel Carr get hit. He got hit pretty hard on that play. Let's inspect. Dude, way late. Call that. I can show him right now, Decky Bilroy. Yeah, any time I'd be happy to show him. So I have things I've kind of made things harder. So on human offense, I reduce RB ability and run blocking. This was mainly because I don't know if you were watching when I won the national championship. I was just straight up running circles around people with Ryan Matthews. He was unstoppable. And then what ended up happening is I got Robbie Rouse, who's actually even better. He has better attributes than Ryan Matthews, and I didn't want to just be. Dude, it was a super biff. He got freaking nailed. Oh, really? That's interesting. Like the PS2 version of 11. They probably should. I actually heard. What was it? I think I was watching. So Coach Al came out with a video today of 09, and I think maybe he mentioned it or in the comments or something that one of the games has way more penalties, like way too many. Maybe 11 was the one. Yeah. So human sliders. I have these turned down basically because it's kind of it got a little too easy with a good running back to just dominate, so I turned that down a bit. On defense was getting a little bit too easy, but part of this now is because I let my team get super stacked. I got my team to like an A+. I want to get them down. I want to do more restrictive recruiting, recruit more 2- and 3-star guys so that I'm not an A+. So because my team is like 90s across the board almost on defense, which is not now because my safeties are not that good. My safeties are like in the 70s. But when my defense is stacked across the board, defense is just getting a little bit too easy. So I basically just turned down all these things across the board. I didn't turn down break block because I didn't feel like that's ever an issue. Like they get swallowed up regularly. I could even turn it up, honestly, and it'd probably be fine. But I basically just shifted everything down because defense is a little bit too easy. And I feel like this is really good. Like when I play, so my team's an A+ right now. When I go against teams of the same rating, AA+, it's a hard game and it's very difficult and it's hard to stop offenses. And I've even had a hard time stopping offenses that aren't as good. So I really like these sliders personally for how I play. It's working really well. Let's see, CPU, defense, I haven't changed anything because I feel like they do everything pretty well. If anything, like I could turn down break block, but I don't know. When I go against good D-lines, that's when I have issues, and that's how it should be. That's realistic to me. So I'm fine with that. Let's see. CPU offense. Yeah, and on the same note of defense being a little bit too easy. Okay. Well, I mean, I have gotten vetoed. Well, Coach Bop wasn't there for the last recruiting stream, so there was nobody there to veto me. But on the same note of defense being a bit too easy, because of that, I also turned up CPU offense stuff. I turned up their QB accuracy and their pass blocking, just to make it to where I shouldn't be getting easy pressure on the quarterback unless I have good D-line and they have like bad O-line. That's kind of where it should happen. So, and everything else, I didn't think they had issues otherwise. Their blocking's pretty good. Their catching's pretty good. So those are my sliders. Special teams, I haven't changed anything. And you could, like, there are things like field goal, like nobody ever misses a field goal. So you could bring down that, but I haven't personally messed with it. But so basically, it's just default with some things made a little harder. That's basically what I've done. And I could also post it, like if you want that in text form or something, I could put it in the comments or something like that. So what did I want to do? I actually wanted to go, okay, I called double cross. Let's go slot whips.
It's second down and 4 to go.
I want to get a touchdown this drive. I don't want to just run clock. I'm not going to run a clock. I'm not trying to get like a clock chewing drive going on right now.
4 wide receivers.
So they're in man, so we're going to block Robbie. We're going to try to hit Devontae.
He's looking to pass. He's looking. Carr
There we go.
guns it. Complete. And he's
Trying to switch ball hands so I get a stiff arm possible bowling ball. Couldn't quite get there. Okay, so here, let's do this. Let's run middle dig. So what I kind of want to do, okay, here, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get him in a heavy pass defense, and then audible to PA read flow, and then run it. So it looks like Devontae, for Lord knows why, is the only one that didn't hear me. Oh, his composure's not that good. So I really don't need to call it again. Oh, goodness. No, Robbie! Are you serious, Robbie? No.
What a crucial turnover there. That fumble
Oh, my gosh.
being the deciding factor in this game.
Okay, they got the flag.
It's already a deciding factor, Brad. I mean, the last time I checked, we were in the fourth quarter.
Robert Rouse fumbled the ball.
Hands now, guys. After that fumble, I'm going to go ahead and say this one's going down to the wire.
Well, at least I got the flag. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Last time they bamboozled me and they came out with like 4 wide. Okay, good. Dude, I know. Not like this. I agree.
San Diego State lines
Let's
up
come
their
up and
double tight set.
help out with run. They're kind of passing a lot though. There we go.
Number 18, the ball carrier.
Washington, finally.
Loss on the play.
We got kind of lucky there. Pass blocking is pretty iffy on rollout sometimes. Let's see. He might have not been blocked at all. Yeah, he wasn't blocked at all. That guy, for whatever reason, reacted funny. Oh, man. Rushing. Okay, rushing's been dropping it. So let's go just normal. 53 and 9. Yes, that's Travis Brown. And I think it's like, is it like Williams, like Connor Williams or something like that?
San Diego State lines up with 3
Okay,
receivers.
we'll play Smith. We'll play Darren Smith. We'll cheat up for the run and then get back.
He drops back. Over the
Okay,
middle.
we got this. We got this. Yes. Oh, nice big hit. Okay.
41-yard line. Nice job
3rd and
by the
19.
quarterback to hit the time.
So is it time for quarters again, guys? Quarters worked really well, and I forget who originally suggested it. But quarters worked pretty well in these situations prior, so I think I might run quarters. And then take shallow guy and take a shallow guy and cheat back. So I think I may do that. So go dime, cover 4. Yeah, we'll do this.
From their own 41-yard line.
Ball on the 31-yard
Okay,
line.
let's scooch everyone on back. We'll put Travis Brown back. Okay, so we'll take Glover here, and we'll cheat back.
Back to throw. He looks. He lets it
No! Oh my gosh, I got so lucky. Dude, how does this, I mean,
This defense was up to
that's the kind of stuff that makes me nervous about quarters. Granted, maybe it's higher percentage because I've only run it a couple times. The sample size is not high. We got lucky there. We got so lucky there. See, maybe I need to turn up CPU catching. Sliders. Just kidding. I don't think I do. Green. Here we go. Oh.
Green
Oh.
takes it to 25.
Man, I was really hoping to stretch it out. Okay. So now we ran a little bit of clock. I probably should try to run it now. Let's do this one more time. We're not going to get. We're doing this. We're calling deep strike, and we're just going to audible and run it. I can't not run it with Rouse. I mean, I can't. Let's see, who doesn't hear me? Burst doesn't hear me. I can live with that. No, nobody hears me. Okay, they heard me that time. It was. I mean, that drop. Snap it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get anything.
Brings him down for a loss. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker.
Yeah, I think it's max pro time.
Boy, what great
So let's do that.
recognition by this linebacker. He saw the
It's
run
not
was
there.
coming,
It
and he
is
just shot through the
here.
gap and made a great tackle.
Oh yeah, corners.
It's second down and 11.
Yeah, I mean, I got lucky with the drop, but it was a clutch stand. I mean, and just the fact we got him into that 3rd 19, that was pretty
They line
big.
up in the shotgun.
Okay, here we go.
Carr steps back to pass. He tosses it short.
There we go. Yes. Okay, we need that. No first, but we're close. Okay. Now Robbie's in the zone. So let's run this PA read. Where are you? Donde está? There we go. I'm a huge fan. This PA read might even be better than the other one, to be honest. Has more blocking. Oh, they scoop in. Okay, I think I really just need to hand it off to Rouse here and let him work. He's in the zone. Okay, a bunch of them moved that time. Yes, there we go. Get that. Let's go down.
Forward. That run gives him the first down.
You know, in the media
11 for
conference,
40,
a
man.
couple
What a
days
bad
ago,
average. They've really
coach
bottled
talked
them
about
up.
How important it was for them to establish
So
the
I feel
running
like
game.
I can do.
Let's see if this helps them open up the passing game.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's call slot whips. Let's just see how they come out. Okay, they come out in dime, so I think I'm gonna audible again. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and run it. Is it, especially if it's zone. Let's man. Actually, no, that's okay too. We'll do that. We'll try to hit Devontae.
Carr steps back to pass. Looking across
That was
the middle.
dicey.
His receiver has it. And
Devontae
he's
looking
taken
good.
down at the 47-yard line.
All right.
Does this kid have an arm or
So
what?
now I think we can. I'm still not satisfied though. I really don't want to just run clock. Let's do this. Let's go. Where's that screenplay? I think it's like here. So let's do this. Motion WR. Let's see if they stack the box.
Ball on the 47.
They actually kind of don't. Actually kind of don't. Okay, I can run up the middle here.
They come out with 4 wide out.
Oh, I should have ran more clock.
Left side.
Got him. Bowling balled it. Yes.
Johnson.
Okay.
Tackle at the
We're really riding the house right
San
now.
Diego State will call a timeout.
Super clutch. Okay, we'll do. I guess we'll do O-line. Receiving's more in need probably. So I actually kind of want to do this. PAQB choice. Oh, I don't have much. Okay, I can just hand it off here. God, they're bunched in though. Oh
The
man.
Bulldog line up with 4 wide out. There's a missed
There
tackle.
it is. Oh.
Herring brings him down.
Okay, that actually might be game. Have they called more all their
They'll
timeouts?
take their second time out of the half.
2 timeouts. I think we actually still need 1 first down. I mean, it's a 25-second play clock with like 5 seconds for the play. I mean, that's 30 seconds. They can stop it once, first down, so second down, third down. So we actually do need to keep running here. Yeah, we do need another first. So kind of what I wanted to do is this. Let's call it wheelie smash. Let's see if we get him in a dime. Yeah, we got him in a dime. We can audible.
34.
And their defense, though, is so loud. It's crazy.
The Bulldog set up in the
It's
gun.
funny because the record's not that good. Okay, I think Robbie heard me. Oh, I might have to call timeout here. Yeah, I had to call
Fresno
timeout.
State just took their first
So let's
timeout.
see. Offense. I guess receiving. We'll try the same thing. We coached them up, so they should have more composure now. They do have more composure now. And at least Robbie should be able to hear me now, too.
They line up in the
Okay.
shotgun.
Pay read
Defense is
flow.
playing the pass on
So
this
who can't
one.
hear me? So it was the slot guys. Can actually do that again, and they heard me that time. I'm gonna fan the line. Oh! Man, didn't like get hit by the dot guy.
5 yards.
Okay, no timeout. Yeah, I guess it's another run. Let's go QB slot.
Congratulations to our Coca-Cola players of the
Travis
game.
Brown,
These
defensive
guys were
touchdown. Yeah,
playing
that was
at a
big.
very high level
Is there a
today.
dime again? No, I'm definitely not getting cute. Yeah, I'm just gonna hand off. I mean, honestly, if I could, like, I would just run. I would just kneel it out. Actually, from here, I could do kneel, and then, man, it wouldn't let me snap it. And then of course, I get hit by a dot guy.
Loss on the play. San Diego State will
So
take their
I have wind at the
final
back. So what I kind of want to do here, actually, is probably just run it to the left. So we'll do PA read and flip it. Yeah.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were
Gosh, your Guillen's in the zone. Okay, that's a
unsuccessful
linebacker.
on this drive.
I don't know which way the wind's going.
Comes out of the shotgun.
Oh, no. Well, at least we're dead on for the field goal. Man, oh, man.
They just decided
Dude,
to
they
try
have blown up my running game. 8 rushing yards.
Chances for a turnover in this situation. Good, smart play calling.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah. What's our wind look like? We have wind at the back. Okay, so we can definitely make this. I can't believe it's coming to this, man. What a game this has been. Let's go left a bit. I don't think we need to go left that much. I think that's good. Dude, their guy blew through, man. I was scared. Look at this guy. He knocked him back. He could have blocked it. Okay, he got picked back up. The guard picked him up. Oh, thank goodness. That guard didn't pick him up, dude. If he got his pop a little earlier, that's a block. Wow. Yeah, dude. Goal. I mean, he's good. Oh, you know what? We can go up some too here. He's good, and I had wind at the back, so that helped a lot.
He really got under that kick.
Look at this. Perfect.
O'Brien fields it at the
Oh, no. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. You guys saw that? You guys saw that, too. I knew you guys puckered up a bit on that, too. Look at this. The whole first line gets eaten up. I mean, if he just cuts this way, he has a lot of room, but he runs into his own dude. Oh, my goodness. So let's run. I guess we'll run cover 2 man. We have a little speck of momentum.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola.
I wouldn't be surprised if I get a pick here, to be honest. They throw it right to me in so many situations in this type. I mean, so often in this kind of situation, they'll throw it right to me. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, inbounds, perfect. And they don't have any timeouts.
At the 36-yard line.
They like to run this fast-paced kind of offense.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes you get the defense to panic and waste the timeout.
Get him. Best game. Let's go. GG's, man. We need that. But why are they calling play action right there, you know?
You're right. Sometimes you can catch the defense napping a little bit.
Yeah, we needed that.
So this chapter
Blouses,
of the rivalry will come to a close. What do you guys think of this game?
Whose was the game blouses? I can't remember. We got pancakes. We got those. San Diego State put up the fight. And that was sneaky too, because I was up by a lot and I'm kind of just cruising along, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, okay, they're down by 11 or whatever it was, and they just stayed in it.
This is
Man.
for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit saying so long.
What a game. Sneaky good game. Never, yeah, thank you, CT912. Didn't really have any, okay. I didn't really have any, like, crazy hype moments, but it was just a good back and forth game. Carr, 325, so we like to see that from Carr. We did have the one interception, which was really just a mistake from Devontae cutting off his route, and I didn't know he was going to. Rouse getting bottled up with a long of 17, so if you take that away, we're looking at 15 for like 30, like a 2-yard average. Carr with minus 43, so he got, how many times did I get sacked? 6 sacks, man. But I think a lot of the times I got sacked, like, it's a slight intensification. It's a trepid alma mater. I always appreciate that in gaming. Oh, man. So let's see. We spread it around again. Devontae burst. So did we get... Dudley still sent it up with the one catch. But gosh, we didn't have a lot of time to throw. And I feel like the wide receiver is the one that gets hurt the most when there's not a lot of time to throw. Because I can definitely get it to my main guy. Secondary guy, not as much. Because also, when I can tell they're blitzing, I'm looking for my main guy. There's not as much reason to go to the secondary guy, and then your slot guys get open even more too. Those are kind of your dump-off valves. So pretty good stat line. Nice spread around. Just, yeah, sorry that Dudley didn't get into it. Tackles. Washington with 2 sacks. Pretty good. Okay, this is excellent. My bookend defensive ends getting some sacks. I like it a lot. So them as defensive end, backer, and then linebackers. A lot of tackles for loss. I didn't get as many. 2 picks. So rushing did... Okay, looks like... Did they give him his pick? Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were all around good. They were better than their letter grade indicated. Because I think they're only a B. But actually, B teams on this game are pretty good. We'll have to check on that because I think they were a B. But so Coach Bob, rushing must have got credit for that pick. Oh, so the play counted. I was thinking the play didn't count. Wait a minute. Okay, so they got holding called on them like after they recovered the fumble, I guess. Yeah. I didn't process that clearly. Interesting. There you go. So a pretty good game. Green didn't do much in the return game. But he's still solid. We still like him. He's pretty good. He'll break one. So yeah, CT 912. And who else was asking about sliders? That kid Billroy. So actually, I want before. Oh yeah, we'll save it. So yeah, my sliders are kind of made for a team that is stacked because my team is stacked right now. Now I'm gonna keep these sliders when my team goes down in rating. Because I'm gonna try to. You see, they're only a B. They're pretty darn good for only a B. I mean, and their ratings were good. It wasn't just like, oh, they played well and put up points. Like, actually, their players are very good. It's surprising they're only a B. But my sliders are mainly for basically to compensate for my team being stacked. Generally, I actually really like. Oh, there's that too. That actually made a big difference. That's a good point, Coach Bob. But in general, I actually really like default Heisman sliders. I think it's really, really good. I only changed the sliders because my team was stacked and things were getting just a little too easy. So we're going to simulate here. We're going to look at the progression cycle. 2-year probation. Yes, we remember. So we can check this real quick, I guess. So we're looking pretty good here. I mean, I'm kind of honestly like conflicted about these guys. I almost want to drop maybe this guy because I don't want to recruit 2 centers because I already have, well, I guess I only have 1. I guess I need centers. I need a guard. No, I don't need a guard. I don't know. I might just drop this guy right now because I would like to recruit less guys, so I think I'm actually going to do that. I hit someone down here, corner. Okay, we're at the top for this guy. Potential poor. Just doing 2 guys? Is that what you mean? 2 or 2 what? Potential poor. Potential poor. Potential average. Potential average. 2 centers. Oh, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because also my current center... Well, see, that backup guy isn't super good. I think he's like a 70-something. He's an 84. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, so he'll start next year. So what I'm kind of doing... So in season, I'm only recruiting 3-star guys unless they're from the Central Valley in the vicinity of Fresno. So here we actually have a few guys. Visalia is like 40 minutes south of Fresno. Clovis basically is Fresno. Stockton is like an hour and a half away or something like that. It's pretty close. And then San Jose. So this guy's a 3-star. He's not from the Fresno area, but he's only a 3-star. So and I'm also trying to. I forget who suggested it. I think it was. Is it Ant Kid? I'm blanking. Or Ant Beast, I want to say on YouTube. Shoutouts. I'm trying to use less points on recruiting. So here's the thing: it's like recruit lower guys. Yeah, it's true, man. Who had the poor discipline? This guy. I might just drop him too, honestly. Yeah, because our corners are pretty good. We have 2 freshman corners. I think we'll drop him. I think that's actually a good point because I don't want to recruit that many guys anyway. And I'm pretty stacked at corner already. So we'll do like this. We'll go middle linebacker. Do I even need a middle linebacker? I already have 4 on the roster. I guess I don't even need one. But he's from Visalia, so because he's a Valley guy, we'll do that. So basically, I'm definitely saying blue chips is going to be are going to be in the area of Fresno only, Central Valley. I'm thinking about doing that with 4-stars as well because I had some super good luck. Like, look at these guys. I had some super good luck with 3-star guys. If you look at this guy, Mills, which we're going to change his name, but this guy's 3-star. 78 overall, 80 speed, and look at his throwing. 92, 87 throwing. Crazy good. That's a 3-star. So I think if I scout guys, I think I can do it with 3-star. And then, like I said, 4 and 5-star, they have to be near the Fresno area. So I'm kind of leaning toward that, toward adding toward the 4-star, adding the rule of 4-star having to be in the area. And then also look at this running back. Let's see. True freshman, 91 speed. Awareness isn't good, but he's got decent strength, agility, acceleration, agility. I'm just making up words. He's got agility. That's like, I think agility might be actually the new Madden 21 X Factor for running backs. Agility. 90 acceleration. His carries, look at his carries, 85 as a true freshman, and his break tackle's 84. He really is, so I'm thinking I could maybe find more of these guys potentially. Want to check it out. This guy is from Clovis. He's basically from Fresno. He's a hometown kid too, which is pretty awesome. So, so we got, yeah, so I'm thinking I might be able to find more guys like that. I thought I was redshirting this guy. I really thought I was redshirting that guy. I'm not redshirting that guy. That's funny. He's not bad himself. 86 speed, so he's not that fast. He can move, he's got acceleration, he's got some carry, a little bit of break tackle, so... Yeah, so it is. It's hidden gems. So I'd rather rely on guys like that because on the whole, 3-stars are going to be lower rated. But I'll find some gems and I will get my kind of team rating down overall as I desire. So yeah, that's kind of the recruiting rules. And they're also they're up for debate. I mean, if I see a guy that I don't know, it's not set in stone. It's not completely set in stone. But that's kind of what I did. That's basically what I did last time. Now, it was easier to do that because of the sanctions, but that's also what I'm leaning toward. So recruiting. Uncle Rico gained some strength, no overall. Bobby Rouse is 99, therefore he can't gain more overall, but he gained some awareness, gained some carry, no break tackle. So this guy gained even though he hasn't carried the ball. Waller got a little bit of strength, so that's nice. Fullback, this guy... Junior is an 89. I guess I need to find this a way to get this guy involved more. He's kind of an all-rounder. His blocking isn't that good, but it's okay. 56, 59. So let's check this out. Dudley with a plus. +1, gain awareness, gain some catch, gain some break tackle. That's funny because his strength is not that good. Devontae, gain awareness, gain a little catch, so he's looking super good. We like that a lot. Victor Dean coming up. Now, Dean is not in our normal set anymore, so that's kind of a tough one. He's, I think, our 5th guy, I believe. McMillan is down there, too. These guys will get a lot more tick in the next upcoming seasons. I mean, Devontae probably going to go pro, I guess, after next year. Burst is a junior. Dudley's a senior. So these guys, it'll take them a couple seasons, but they'll get in there. Mountain Time Zone and West. I know, dude. I know that's Coach Bop likes to think big, but it served us well. But I really do want to get it more restricted, just to get. I don't want to be an A+, man. I mean, how many players 90 plus do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. So 13. I'd like it to be more like 5 or 6. The star rating, you see it in recruiting, and I'll show you. You just see it in your recruiting. You can see like this guy's a 4-star. It says. Brad Wilson, Visalia, position rank 2, caliber, it's 4-star. You can tick down, you can see 3-star guys. So that's where you see the star rating. Well, it's true. I want the game to stay a challenge, and it's just not as interesting when everybody's a 90 plus. We could get them. We could definitely get them. And it wouldn't be unrealistic. It wouldn't be unrealistic at all. We're number 5 now, too. So let's keep clicking through the progression. Hayden, not sure why, he's gone up in rating. He's pretty much on pace for last year's 10-catch, 0-touchdown performance with 3 catches. He has no touchdowns. No touchdowns since the sophomore year. Jordan looking pretty good. His catch is better. He hasn't done much either, so I don't know why he's progressing, but there you go. The game being a little bit easier? I mean, or is that what you mean, J. Nickel? I mean, I'm playing better too, so I mean that's another reason I want to recruit less. Wentworth looking pretty good. So these guys are all my lines are pretty stacked. Man, but after this year, it's not going to be nearly a stack. We'll have this guy. We'll have these two guys as our top guys. Oh, and this guy potentially. So we'll have some youngsters in the line. It's going to be not as good. Senior, sophomore. So next year, guard play will still be excellent. Center coming along. Who else we got? Washington and James. These guys keep moving up. Bookend ends. And now next year too, our defensive ends are going to be worse. Justice looks pretty good, but here we have a redshirt freshman, 80 overall. These two guys need to come up. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you like progression. You definitely. I think you progress more if guys get stats. Is that what you're asking about? Like if you do all of them in the games. Look at this, Luke Johnson. Everybody gaining on D tackles. This is good because it's been a soft spot for a while. And it's also especially good because we're running 3-3-5 now. We're seeing these freshmen come up. We're looking pretty good at D tackle. Outside linebacker looking quite good. Two seniors though. We're gonna have a huge drop off at outside linebacker next year. Joseph is gonna be our next guy up. Travis Brown looking good, 97. Gunn didn't move up. Howard moved up. So we have pretty promising guys here at middle linebacker. We have size, no 203 pound. I mean, how much does Washington weigh these days? 207? Let's see. Corner, Alfred looking pretty good. He didn't go up. Green, 84. So Green's progressing. I like it. No other real stats other than awareness, but still I'll take it. Man looking pretty good. Shan Edwards didn't progress, but he, I think, is our fourth corner. Actually, he might even be our third corner. Yeah, I think he's got more tackles. Yeah, we might have to do that. Get one of the linebackers off the field. Yeah, Jay Nickel. So, I mean, it's mostly recruiting though. I mean, if you recruit higher guys, they're going to have higher ratings. They're going to get up to 90 plus. And I'd rather kind of find scheme fits. I mean, the in-season development does matter though. But honestly, I wouldn't mind if I regularly get guys coming in at 68 overall. That's not bad. That's you know, freshmen. It should be less the norm for freshmen to be like an 86 overall. So, oh, look at Barrett, 89 overall. These guys are coming up. Darren Smith didn't seem to gain any though. No tackle still. Will he ever gain tackle? That's a great mystery. I think he might have gained 4 tackle in training. I don't remember. Strong safety. These guys are looking good. That's nice. 76. Gained some awareness, so that's good. So he's actually rivaling Barrett at free safety. Strong safety, pardon me, because we have Barrett moved over. Kicker, punter, these guys usually don't gain. Yeah, so let's look at the depth chart. No, we're about done here. Strong safeties. They're actually the same now, Barrett and Muse. Awareness. His awareness is still a lot higher. But I don't know what kind of hit that takes in the game. Muse's tackling is better. Let's see who moves better. Agility, acceleration. So Barrett moves a little better. So we'll leave him out there. Plus, he's a senior. No, it's true. You absolutely could do that. Now, it wouldn't do you a lot of good. Like you could do that though. You could say, oh, only 1 stars. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting actually. That'd be really interesting to only recruit 1 stars and see what happens. See if you can get a decent team out of it. That'd be pretty hard though, because they're generally not that good. But that will do it for this video, guys. Next time we have Washington, number 5. They're a B, so like San Diego State, they're a B. So and this is on the road. They have the number 1 total offense in the country. Wowzers. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Always a good time. College football Saturday. I don't know if we're going to have that this year. We may not have college football Saturday. So if I keep running this Dynasty, that'll be one of the reasons why. But I'm going to hang it up now. So yeah, dude, it was a good game. It was a good game. It was surprisingly good. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Obsidian, Coach Bob, Jay Nickel, Dat Killed Bellroy, Dedison Gaming, CT912, new follower. We appreciate that. We appreciate it a lot. I think we also had, who do we have? Who we have early? How about early on? Triple J stopped by. We appreciate that. And Wonder Soul, of course. So I'm going to stop the video now. Now I'm going to see if anybody else is on that we can raid or host. So hold on for just a moment and we might find you some other NCAA or other action. But I'm going to stop the video for now. So if you're on YouTube, I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time with Washington. Peace out.